welcome to another bookish video. Today I'm going to be filming the end of the year book tag, and I'm honestly really looking forward to filming this book tag. First of all, I cannot believe we are already at November. Like, what the heck? 2023 is almost coming to an end, and I'm honestly really looking forward to 2024. I am just really hoping for a very happy and successful year for all of us in 2024, so putting out that positive vibes. But obviously with end of the year rolling around, I thought we would sit down and do the end of year book tag. I don't know who the original creator of this video was, but I'm going off the questions that Rachel Catherine, one of my favorite YouTubers, did last year for her end of year book tag. So I'm going to go use her questions, so I'll have her video linked down below if you guys want to check her video out too. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. So the first question is, are there any books you need to finish by the end of the year? I do have two books that go with this question. So the first one is Twisted Hate by Anna Huang. This is the third book in the Twisted series. Once I finish this book, I'll only have one more book left, which is really exciting. But this is an enemies with benefits to lovers romance, and I love this world. I love these characters. Jules is my favorite girl in this friendship group, and I just really want to finish this series because I did start reading this one actually quite recently. So this is obviously a book that I would love to finish by the end of the year. And I also have Love and Other Disasters by Anita Kelly. I'm not 100% sure if I'll actually end up getting to read this before the end of 2023, but I started reading this back in like April, I think it was. But then I put a little bit of a pause on it. I stopped off at page 115, literally mid-chapter. So it's been a while. I really do want to pick this one up. The reason why I kind of DNF'd it at that time was because I wasn't really in the mood for like a cooking show romance. Like, I was waiting for MasterChef to come online so I could watch that and read it at the same time, but I didn't even end up watching MasterChef. So this book kind of just got forgotten about. So hopefully I'll be able to pick this one up. I'll probably most likely have to start from the very beginning though, but I do hope, fingers crossed, that I'll be able to read this as well. The next question is, do you have an autumnal, or in my case spring, because we're going to be going into summer here in Australia, book to transition into the end of the year? So for this, I don't have the books physically here with me because they're on the top of my bookshelf and they're still in the box set, but I really want to read the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy. I've been saving this specifically for summer. I really wanted to read this when I was on vacation in Sri Lanka in July, but it just never happened. So hopefully I'll be able to enjoy that book series in Aussie summer style. I think that book series is going to be perfect to transition into spring/summer, and a really good way to end off 2023. Is there a new release you're still waiting for? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie guys, I haven't been really keeping up with too many new releases, so I'm not too sure about what releases are coming out within the next month and a half, but I do know that Love Redesigned recently got published, I think like about a week or so ago, and that is by Lauren Asher. This is her new billionaire romance series that I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on, because I discovered Lauren Asher this year and I really love the way that she writes her romance books. That's technically already been released, but it was released last week, so I'm gonna say that is the new release that I'm looking forward to. I don't know any other books honestly that are getting newly published within the next month and a half, but if you guys know any, please let me know. What are 3 books you still want to read by the end of the year? Okay, so to narrow down 3 books, I have got It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. I think it's just about time that I pick up the sequel to It Ends With Us, but I really wanted to do a reread of It Ends With Us before I picked up It Starts With Us, hence why I haven't read this yet. I really need to get this one done because I don't think, honestly, if I don't read it by the end of 2023, I highly doubt I'm going to be reading it next year, so this needs to be done, hopefully. I also included Things We Hide From the Light by Lucy Score because I loved Things We Never Got Over. I read that back in October, absolutely devoured that book, and I really want to read the second book and then obviously end off with Things We Left Behind, which I'm hoping to read in early 2024, so I really want to get to this before the end of 2023. Lastly, I have Twisted Lies by Anna Huang. I really want to finish the Twisted series before the end of the year. That is one of my main reading goals before 2024 starts. Obviously Twisted Hate is also included in this end of year book tag, tag, but have to include Twisted Lies. I love this cover as well. It is beautiful, absolutely stunning. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become a favorite book of the year? Well, depending on if I end up reading these, I have Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. This is actually on my November TBR, so hopefully I'll be reading it this month. But I think this could shock me. Well, not really shock me because it is a 5-star book prediction, but I think this has potential to become one of my favorite books of the year because it's a sports romance, ice hockey and ice skating, and it's like a college setting. It just gives me fun vibes. It's also Grumpy Sunshine, and I think, I don't know, it's based on the fact like the tropes that this book has and what I've heard about this book, I think this has potential to be a new favorite. I don't know if this is going to be 5 stars or end up being my favorite, but I think it could be. A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. I don't typically read too much fantasy, but I have been wanting to step my toes into fantasy, and I've heard that a lot of romance girlies love the ACOTAR series, so I feel like this could have potential to become one of my favorites of the year. And also this is also on my November TBR. I don't know if I'll be reading this in 2023 or not, if I'll have time, but I also wanted to mention When I Come Home by Maisie Myers, only because I love the way Maisie Myers writes her books. I love The Truth About Love. That was one of my favorite books of 2022. So if I read this in 2023, this could have potential as well to become one of my favorites. Have you already started making reading plans for 2024? Honestly, no. I feel like I'm not really going to be making reading plans per se for the new year because I'm just going to go with the flow, see where my reading takes me. I don't really want to specifically put too many goals on my head because I wanted to read 100 books this year and I have not even come close to 100 books in 2023, and I'm okay with that. But I think I'm going to lower my reading quantity goal maybe to 50 books. I feel like that's more attainable but also kind of a little bit of a challenge. So I think I want to probably read 50 books. Still want to continue on with my TBR jar prompts for every month because I had so much fun doing that this month. I also do want to film a 2024 TBR video. I don't know how I want to do that, but I think I want to randomly pick it, kind of like how I did my 2023 TBR video that I posted last year. I think I might do something like that. And I want to film more book recommendations videos because I feel like I don't think I've ever really done a book recommendations video except maybe like my summer book recs and my reading wrap up, but that's kind of what my goals are for bookish content and reading in general. Any series that you want to finish by the end of the year? I sort of answered this question before, but I would say the Twisted series. So I have currently Twisted Hate and Twisted Lies as the last 2 books to go. Unfortunately, these 2 are the longest books in the series, but I just really want to finish this series because I love this world, and I know I've been putting it off because I don't want the series to end, but I think it's time. I think I need to finish these. I mean, I could always reread them in the future, but I really hope that I can finish this series off in 2023. I don't know if there's any other series I would necessarily want to finish just because we're already halfway through November. I don't think I'll be able to read too many books, and considering this TBR is already a lot. And then the last question on this end of year tag is any authors that you want to try before the end of the year? Well, I have quite a few authors that I haven't read yet that are on my TBR. Based on the books that I'm hoping to read in November and December, I would say Sarah J Maas is one. She's probably the one that I'm most anticipated author that I haven't read before because I've heard so many amazing things about her books. So I really am looking forward to picking them up. Like I said, I'm not really much of a fantasy girly, but I'm really intrigued. I'm very interested in her books. So definitely ACOTAR. Elsie Silver, because I've heard so many good things about her writing, especially her country romance. I've never read a country romance book before, so hopefully I'll be able to squeeze this one in by the end of the year. And also quickly wanted to mention, because this is on my November TBR anyway, Ali Parker, because she's an Australian author. I really want to get into Australian authors more, especially in the new upcoming year. Ali Parker, this is her debut novel, so I really want to read this one hopefully as well. Ali Parker, Elsie Silver, Hannah Grace and Sarah J Maas as the authors that I'm hoping to read by the end of the year. Alrighty, so that concludes this end of the year book tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll have all the questions linked down below along with Rachel's video because she's the one that inspired me to do this video. Give this video a huge thumbs up as well if you did enjoy watching, and subscribe to my channel down below. I post new videos every single week, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!